Hello guys, Jamushi here. So Jamushi is Jambert and Mushi, my wife. So today we are here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. So after 2 years of pandemic lockdown, we are finally traveling back abroad. So this is our first trip abroad, and let's see what is our recommendation and tips for you. Okay, so for the highlights of this trip are probably the hotels in Kuala Lumpur. So we are doing a Shangri-La hotel hopping. So we stayed first at Shangri-La Kuala Lumpur. It's a quite old hotel but very nice service and rooms. And the second is now we are here in Traders Hotel Kuala Lumpur in KLCC or KL City Center. And for the lowlights of this trip is probably the delays of our flight. So our flight leaving Manila was supposed to be 1 p.m. but it became 5 p.m. So we lost about half a day of travel because of the delays.
So, mag-fast talk tayo ngayon. So, saan yung best money exchange for you?
So it depends on your travel plan. So if you have time, you can go to Mid Valley Mega Mall. So it's about 15 to 20 minutes from the city center. So the best rates that we found is there. But if you don't have time, actually the money exchange in Pavilion KL, I think in the lower floor near the fast food KFC is the best exchange. So we will just show it in the picture after this talk. Thank you.
Okay, how about your food? What's your favorite Malaysian food?
So for me, it's nasi lemak. It's the national food of Malaysia. So make sure to eat nasi lemak. So one of the cafes that we saw that is serving the best nasi lemak is Capital Cafe. So it's near Bukit Bukit Bintang near the shopping area. So you can take your lunch there after your shopping or before your shopping.
Okay, what is your favorite hotel if you're going to go back again? Will it be Intercon, Shangri-La, or Traders? Or another hotel?
Yeah, so I would like to try another hotel, probably in the Marriott brand or the Hyatt brand. And I'm seeing also the Four Seasons behind me. So it's a good hotel as well. So it will depend on the deals that we can get, no?
Okay. How about the transportation? Which would do you prefer, the Grab or the AirAsia ride?
So we have experience using trains before, but if you are a family or traveling as a couple, I think the best value is using AirAsia ride because the rides are cheaper compared to Grab. But if you use Grab, there are more drivers so you can get your ride faster.
Among the shopping places that we went to, which is your most favorite?
So, due to our limited time, we just went to Bukit Bintang in that area, no? But probably the best there is the Brands outlet. So, the quality is quite good. So, this one I'm wearing right now. And the deals are very good, especially for men. They have many like buy one, take one deals or bundle deals. And for the ladies, they have nice dresses, and we compared the prices in the pavilion department store, and the prices are like half off in Brands outlet in Fahrenheit. So check that out, the Brands outlet shop. Okay, so we were here last 2015, so 7 years. So actually, I was browsing my albums when was the last trip. So it was 2015 with Mushi and my mom, and we stayed at Intercon that time. And for first time tourists, I would recommend checking out the areas depending on what you want to do, no. For tourist areas, probably Petaling Jaya or Petaling Street, Chinatown, Central Market, and also the Merdeka Square or the Independence Square. So all of those areas are near KL Central and they are walkable, but you need good shoes because they're quite a distance. But if you're saving money, you can walk around through those three areas. Just use Google Maps or download it before going to Malaysia.
How about Batu Caves and Genting Highlands?
So, Batu Caves and Genting Highlands, if you have half day or whole day, they are 1 day itinerary. So, or half day itinerary. So, Batu Caves, if you like to see the giant Hindu statue there, I think Brahma, and the nearby cave, it's also a good place to go for tourists. It's very cheap using the KTM or the train, but you'll spend around half a day exploring that area. And for Genting Highlands, if you want to go to the outlet, to the theme park, it's also a good day to spend 1 day. And also, we haven't been, but I heard from our Grab driver, Sunway Pyramid is also a good area to spend your time, especially if you want to go to wet park or ano yun? Theme park uh, with slides and water sports.
Okay, so how about for returning travelers?
So for returning travelers, so I would suggest doing a food trip itinerary and search for all the best like local food in the area, like the beef noodles, nasi lemak, chendol, and other desserts no that you can only find in Kuala Lumpur.
Okay, I also would like to recommend returning travelers to visit here, the KLCC Park. This is quite new, at least for us. A good spot to have that Petronas Tower because before we're struggling how to take that selfie, but going to this park will really help you a lot.
Yes.
Okay, now how can they go here? What are your tips to book flight, accommodation, transportation, and budget?
So, it depends on your itinerary. So, if you like a budget travel, there are many like Airbnb and also cheap hostel here in Kuala Lumpur. And of course, booking your flights, you can choose AirAsia for budget, Malaysian Airlines, and also Philippine Airlines. There are some like other airlines like Scoot, uh,
Cebu Pacific?
Jetstar, Cebu Pacific as well that you can check out depending on their rates. It will give you a good deal as well. But my suggestion is to get travel insurance so you're protected in case of delays and cancellations. And for accommodation, depending on your budget, so if you like to stay in a luxury hotel, I think the value for money here in Kuala Lumpur is quite good for luxury hotels because it's cheap and you can stay in a good place like this.
And the Grab driver recommends Airbnb, right?
Yes, Airbnb. So there are a lot of Airbnb here as well. So check out the reviews first before booking the Airbnb. And of course, the location, especially if it is near the train station or any transportation mode is easy to get into the city or to the tourist spots.
Okay, so how about the transportation? What is the best way to go from airport to the city and going around the city as well?
So if you're a solo traveler, I would recommend the KL Express plus MRT or other public transportation. It's quite easy and cheap. You can book it online ahead of time. Check out the deal. Sometimes the official site of KL Express has good deals. But if you're traveling with friends or two or more, I would suggest you just book a Grab. It's cheaper when you are two or more. And for public transport, you can also have like the day passes for MRT. But I don't recommend because some of the sites can take a long walk. But if you enjoy walking, of course, that's one option. And of course, they have the Go KL bus. We haven't tried it yet, but it's advertised as a free bus service. So we saw them going in the streets quite frequent. So you can check that option as well. And for Grab, actually it's Grab and AirAsia ride, and in driver, the cheapest one according to our driver. You can check out those apps as well while traveling. And also our Grab driver suggested like using Beam, so it's like Lime, where you can rent e-scooter. And if you're in the city center, they have dedicated lanes for bike lanes and for e-scooter. So I think that's one option you can check as well.
So why Malaysia?
So Malaysia for me, or Kuala Lumpur and other Southeast Asia destinations are like old friends. And old friends, we need to frequently visit, especially having them company, and of course the food that they offer. So Kuala Lumpur is close to my heart because of the food, and of course the warm hospitality of the country as well. So enjoy Malaysia, and I hope we gave you some good tips. If you have any question, just put it in the comment section below.